my name is Wastelandexp. Welcome to the Magic Sorcerer build. I'll be showing you a pet setup and a non-pet setup. So, let's get into it, shall we? For the non-pet setup, let's get into our consumables first. We are running Bewitched Sugar Skulls. Now, if you do not have access to this recipe, it is a very cheap food to buy. But if you don't feel like buying it and you have access to other Tri-Stat food, feel free to run that. It won't hurt the build at all. Now for our potions, we are running our standard trash pot. Magicka, Major Intellect, and Major Sorcery. But we also run Tri-Stat pots on the build for emergency situations. So now I'll show you a fully buffed stats. On our front bar, our fully buffed stats with the no pet build is 60,000 Magicka, 26k health, 18k stam, 1600 Magicka recovery, 1100 health recovery, 740 stamina recovery, and our spell critical is 48%. And 13k spell and physical resistance. We are a dark elf on this build, but you can play any Magicka race you want. It will not hurt the build in the slightest. Matter of fact, I think Breton would be the best choice for this build. We are running the Mage Mundus. Apparently we have Emperorship, so our health would be a little bit lower than it is now. Now into our sets. On our front bar, we are running the Infernal Staff of Willpower. Now, the trait and enchant is fully up to you, but I like to have that extra sustain, and it still provides a little extra burst through that magic damage. And as for the Sharpen, we are currently inside a tank meta, so we need as much penetration as we can get. Our back bar, we are running the Black Rose Restoration Staff. Same here, trait is up to you. I'm running powered, but that's because that's what I prefer. I like a little extra healing, but you are free to run like defending or anything you see fit. Now, our only 5-piece bonus on the non-pet build is Crafty Elfique. Ideally, you would want all these in pen, I just didn't have the trait gems to do that. Our monster set, we are running the Infernal Guardian and the Stonekeeper's Arm. But this is more so what you want. It is not necessary. We run so much max mag already, this is just to top off our mag pool. You are free to run like Slime Crawl or even a defensive set, but I'm used to playing a glass cannon type build, so I can manage with this. And then for our final set, we are running the Necklace of Ancient Grace. We are running 3 Arcane and 3 Magicka recovery glyphs on it. Now, onto our skills. We are running Crystal Fragments and Haunting Christ, the bread and butter of any Magicka sorcerer. Elemental Weapon is our main spammable. You are free to run Crushing Shock, but I choose Elemental Weapon because we are running Overload on our build and they stack. Now, you can also run Power Overload, but I like Energy Overload because I like Sustain. Magicka sorcerers need a lot of it. Because we have a much larger mag pool on our front bar than our back, the extra sustain helps keep us topped off. We are running Inner Light and Bound Aegis on our front bar, along with Meteor. Meteor's there for if you need that extra burst, and just for that little extra maggot supplies, just to help round out our stats, but it's up to you what you want to run. Now, if you feel like you still are having trouble securing that kill, you can drop Bound Aegis, and you are free to run Endless Fury. I would not drop Inner Light because it provides more than Bound Aegis because it gives us Major Prophecy. Now, onto our backbar skills. We're running our standard 3 shield sword here. You're running a Hardened Ward, and look at that. Even though we have less mag on our backbar, it's still a 13k shield with a 9.5k dampen. And then we got our healing, dark conversion, and our main CC on our backbar. But our main CC on our backbar is not a big deal because we are a ranged setup. We are not using Meteor, so we do not need it to secure the Meteor's hitting. The main CC is just to help if you need to get away, or if you need to streak in real fast, stun them to prevent them from healing, turn around and burst. Now, another option you have with the BRP Resto, you can drop Dampen and remorph Healing Ward toward Ally. It will take getting used to using the shield first. That may get the best out of it. And then you could put on Rapid Regeneration. I'm pretty sure those are stats with some Emperorship buffs, but normally I believe it's a 20k Rapid Regen. On top of Major Vitality from the BRP Resto, it is a lot of it's a lot of health return. And now we are running, all of our armor passives. We have all of our Undaunted passives as well. And remember, always get your alchemy passives. Next, I'll show you the pet setup. If you're running a pet, you just swap out your Crafty Elfique for your Necropumps. Like I said, ideally this would be all in pen, with maybe 1 or 2 infused. And then for our staffs, we take the back bar, and also ideally, this would be willpower. I just do not have a willpower S&B, so I choose Crafty Elfique just to give us a little more magic on our back bar. And then as for our skills, we drop Healing Ward, we put on our pet here, then we take off Curse. You might be wondering why I'm doing that, and we put Curse on our back bar. If you do not feel comfortable with Curse on your back bar, you might not want to run this. You might want to drop Bound Aegis. That's the best solution I have for you on that situation. Now let's summon this, and I'll summon my pet, and I'll show you our stats now. As you see, we only gain about 500 mag, but we gain a little more health. And I recommend that you use your Twilight's Heal on your front bar, because you have the most mag on the front bar. If you can, you should use it on it. As you can see, we have a 23k health heal, which is probably scaling due to some passives and Emperorship. It's normally like 19k. But on our back bar, this is more like a 16k heal. But other than that, all of our skills are the same. Now, let's get into our CP, shall we? We are running 66 in the Warlord. We are running 75 in the Arcanist. We are running 23 in Tenacity, but that is your flex spot. You can throw that in Mooncath, Healthy, Sprinter, anything you want. I'm running that there because I run the majority, I run Pet. Even then, it just helps top off our stand pool, and a heavy attack now and then is never a bad option. Then we are running 40 in the Shadow Ward and 66 into Tumbling. Now we are running 64 in Elemental Expert, 44 in Elfborn, 40 in the Spell Erosion, 50 in the Staff Expert, and 72 in the Master at Arms. Now, you're free to take out some from Staff Expert and throw them into Elfdom, since we have such high crit chance. Now, we're running 61 in the Ironclad, 44 in the Resistant, 20 in the Light Armor Focus, 20 in the Thick Skin, 31 in the Hardy, and 32 in Elemental Defender. 61 in the Bastion, just to make sure our shields are as beefy as they can be. Now, this is also a flex spot. I choose to put it 20 into Light Armor Focused, just to round out my resistances. Make them a nice even number as much as I can. So you can either take that out if you don't need it, and just put it wherever you want. Now, I forgot to show you the stats on our back bar with the pet out. This is our stats on our back bar with our pet. As you can see, we still got about 16k resistances. It's not bad for a mag sork. It's not running an armor buff. And this has been my Magical Sorcerer build. I hope you enjoy it and can spread the cancer that is Overload.